Well, it's an uncertain and stressful time for our military families with loved ones who are stationed right now in Afghanistan. Air Force Colonel Thomas Esser of Manassas was at Kabul's airport on Thursday's attack. His family didn't hear from him until more than 9 hours later. Fox 5's Lindsay Watts sat down with them tonight and has more on their story.
Colonel Esser is one of our local military heroes, helping get people to safety out of Afghanistan. Some of those people have arrived here to Dulles Airport. Elsewhere, though, in Northern Virginia, his own family is counting the minutes until they see him again.
And then that was his return.
It's the second deployment in Afghanistan for Air Force Colonel Thomas Esser. This photo is when he came home from the first one in 2009.
In the last one, he was actually helping to train their police force, and he traveled all around the country and made good friends.
His wife, Jennifer, says earlier this month, after Kabul fell to the Taliban, a man her husband knew who had helped the U.S. came begging for help in return.
His wife and daughter, 5-year-old daughter, were right outside the gate, and he got some Marines to literally pull her over the gate. She's pregnant. The woman was pregnant, and then with her little girl, Tom was able to actually personally escort them onto the plane and make sure that they got back safe. And then it was really cool because we got a picture and then of this family, and they actually arrived at Dulles.
Colonel Esser is the commander for the U.S. at the Kabul airport. We talked to his family at their Prince William County home, his teenage sons, TJ and Toby, and 11-year-old daughter, Bonnie. Right now, they are purposely avoiding news coverage, but on Thursday,
my phone blew up with calls from family and friends.
They knew something had gone terribly wrong.
And honestly, it was just a blur. I was just so worried.
At the airport where her husband was working, a suicide bomber killed 13 U.S. service members and dozens of Afghans. 9 hours ticked by until the call finally came.
He said he definitely heard it. He said it was a mess after, and it was devastating. And I think I think I had him on FaceTime for a second, or we're on WhatsApp, but I had him, and I got to see him kind of bow his head and have a moment. And it was the first time I actually ever saw my husband get sad since he's been there. He loves being there. He's all about the mission. He stays strong, but there was a moment that, it was hard.
Esser has been away from his family since March.
If he's watching this, what would you say to him? If he's watching this right now?
I'd say that I love him and I miss him a lot, and I wish he was here.
Some of the toughest moments have come unexpectedly. For Toby, during his first week at school.
For the Pledge of Allegiance, only a couple kids stand with him when they're saying it, and actually there wasn't a flag in the class either.
It's just kind of sad how I'm one of the only few standing in the classroom, and the whole situation's going on, and my dad's in Afghanistan, and there's people dying, and it's just, yeah.
He says he has gotten incredible support from his football team.
I've had coaches come up to me and they've talked to me, and they've been great.
The family says there is a lot of love from their community as they wait for news of the next homecoming. Esser has now left Afghanistan.
Finally, just got back to Qatar, yes.
And what have you heard about when he may be coming home?
We have no idea.
Despite the uncertainty, the anxiety, this family is overwhelmed with pride.
I have no worries that he will do it to the best of his ability to get the job done. And I'm very proud of my dad for what he's doing.
And tonight they're also asking for compassion for military families, especially the 13 who lost a loved one on Thursday. Back to you.